We just saw the final episode, thank God, of What If, Season 3 of a largely pointless show. There's like 6 or 7 good episodes over the course of 3 seasons of about 8 or 9 episodes each. Largely anything starring Haley Atwell's Peggy Carter is dreadful, painful. She's the first episode and does not get much better through that. Probably her best episode's the first appearance of it. I don't know about the voice acting, just the writing in general is just awful. Season 2 is the worst season. This one's really bad too. Season 3 is really bad. I liked 2 episodes this season. I think I liked about 2 season 2 and probably maybe 3 or 4 season 1. Season 1 was definitely their strongest season. The biggest problem with this series is they decided early on that it was always going to have a continuing narrative that goes through the entire thing. And from episode 1 to the last one, they did that here. They have moments, they have temperate, even in the worst episodes, there's still a little bit of the Marvel goodness there. Like, these are really well casted voice actors. Often the actors who played them in the stuff is in it. Chris Hemsworth is Thor in this. Not enough of Chris Hemsworth's Thor. Tom Hiddleston's Loki is in this. Not enough of Tom Hiddleston's Loki. Oh, can we have Peggy Carter doing ridiculous stuff that Captain America cannot possibly do? Yes. Does Peggy Carter punch the bad guys out of existence? Not exactly, but pretty close. It's so fucking dumb. The continuity. It's just, I don't have the words to describe how frustrating it is to watch as a viewer, to try to understand when you're dealing with a fantasy world, to have consistency in plot and logic, that the world is consistent within it itself, where it makes sense beyond purely the benefit of, well, the hero's gonna win, right? No matter what, no matter how nonsensical it is, the hero wins and is able to do whatever we little writers decide that, despite the fact that it's not consistent with the greater universe. And you set this in a universe that had its own established rules and its own established buys. It's bad. It's really, really bad. There are episodes that I rate like 80, maybe even 85. The worst ones are like 10s or 5s. As a whole, it's largely bad and worse than good. It is awful. They should apologize to every Marvel fan for making this garbage. It is, sadly, I wish I could say it's the worst thing I ever saw Marvel do. And I love Marvel Studios films. I'm wearing a Doctor Strange t-shirt. I live and breathe the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Those movies are my favorite movies. Those TV shows which is not quite as at the same level, but still, are my favorite TV shows. This is awful. This is terrible. Secret Invasion is worse. Echo, it's harder for me to judge because I couldn't get through Echo. Echo is probably worse. I didn't finish it. I really should try to finish it. It's only 5 episodes, but I've heard it doesn't get better than the first episode, which was just okay. It's bad television. Don't watch. Do yourself a favor. If you ignored this season, you're probably right for doing so. There's like 2 good episodes because they also fade into memory. What's the real problem with this, by the way? The real problem with this is an infinite concept. You can do anything with this. You could answer questions that have always been like, oh, what if this happened instead of that? No, we're just going to do lazy plot telling. Let's just throw this and this together because it makes no sense. It's just so silly and so stupid. I don't know who this is for. They introduce boring characters that nobody cares about. And I don't know, there must be Captain Carter fans out there. I assume there are. I'm not one of them. I love Peggy Carter, the character in the movies. I love Haley Atwell as an actress. I think she's beautiful and talented and wonderful. And her voice acting's largely fine in here. But this is, it's so bad. Right. I'll give it a 25. A 25 out of 100. And I think I'm being incredibly generous.
What If? Season 3, series finale. Hey, Marvel cartoon. First, very excited about this. Remember the comic books when I was little. really liked the What If comic books. There were these great little stories that you could just read and it'd be done in one comic. It was really interesting. First, I was really excited about this series, really liked the series. There was a Doctor Strange episode, which was really like almost like the Twilight Zone. It was pretty intense. And yeah, and then, you know, there was other episodes with Nebula, which was I thought was cool, which was like cyberpunk. And in the third season, there was this Howard the Duck episode, and for some reason, I have this nostalgic love for Howard the Duck. I don't know, but anyway, see, What If season 3? I give it about a 60. I give the whole series about probably a 60. It's, you know, if you're bored and you want to watch something, you could watch it, and it has your Marvel characters. You get more of them, and the voice cast, like Jack was saying, is really good. Another thing I'd like to point out is some of the like imagery, like and especially in this last episode, he used the Kirby dots for the power, like the cosmic power stuff. I really liked that. I thought that was cool. I thought a lot of the animation was really cool, and I thought that they got to sort of play in the sandbox a lot with this. But I think one of the major issues is trying to keep it like one storyline. I think it was a big mistake. Should have, you know, broke it up. And then another big mistake at the very end of the very last episode. This is not a spoiler. They flash through. They go, what if? And they start showing different characters that have sort of had what ifs, right? And you realize, oh, there's all these great stories that they could have told, and they didn't. And so there you have it. And they sort of shoot themselves in the foot with that last thing. All right, well, peace and love. I love you. Jack was legendary on this review. This is going to go down in history as one of the great reviews. But thank you for watching. Come to my house. Watch a TV show with me. Get on here. Tell me what you think, or come to the movies. I want to hear what you have to say about the movie because I love you, and I'm grateful that you watch this. Now, like, subscribe, share, whatever. Do whatever you can do to big up this video in my channel. All right, peace and love.
Shit show. I didn't even mention Jeffrey Wright, who's great, by the way, and he's fine in this.